We are live, baby. And guess what? I start off with a smile. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's a great night to have a great night. Hopefully, it's a great day to have a great day. It's cold in the D today. It's cold in the D. Okay. What's up, David? Um, I'm here. I am well. Hope all is well with you. Hopefully, you had a great day. And even if you had some challenges throughout your day. Hopefully, today, right now, at this moment, you are grateful for something because there's always something to be grateful for on this Thankful Thriving Thursday. This is Thankful Thriving Thursday, people. It's Friday Eve. I have 6 more days until Christmas vacation, so I'm happy about that. So, I'm sweatshirt shouty today in my orange. Orange is my favorite color. So, but I'll come to you for a short time, not a long time. My name is Toria Howard. I am a real estate professional here in the beautiful city of Detroit and the surrounding areas. So definitely tap in with me if you're in this area. Even if you're not in this area, I know a lot of real estate agents around this country, north, south, east, and west. So let's get it together. Let's help each other. Let me help you. Let me help you help you, right? So today we're talking about renting versus buying, right? Which is right for you. This is a topic that it comes up a lot. I had posted on my page yesterday, matter of fact, about how important it is to basically know where you are. And you know that the trend that's going around about, um, we don't judge or whatever. I put that on there, but I said real estate adjustment, why haven't you bought a home? And a lot of people express why, right? And a lot of it that it was expressed was fear and uneducation. Okay. So drop a one in the comments if you're watching this live, drop a two if you're new to my live, and drop a three. No, drop a one. Yes, if you're watching this live, drop a two if you're new, drop a three if you are watching a replay, and I really appreciate it. So let's talk about it because a lot of times people don't purchase a home because of fear. It's the fear of the unknown. It's the miseducation of it all, because it's a lot of things that comes to us, right? It's a lot of things that people are telling us, showing us. We watch a lot of social media, you know, news, all these different outlets is telling you, interest rates are high, maintenance is this. Hi, Travius. Um, all these different parameters and things, right, to stop you and block you from investing in real estate. And people hear, about um, you know, a house is not an asset. It's not until it's making money for you, but it can become an asset if you use it properly. So are you building someone else's wealth or your own? So let's figure it out together. Right? So let's define what renting is. So, renting, of course, is basically a dwelling that you reside in that's not your own, right? So, the pros of renting is flexibility, lower upfront costs, no maintenance responsibility. That's one of the biggest things about owning a home people are fearful of is the maintenance of it all. But if you put in the right financial education and financial literacy with your purchase, that maintenance won't be a problem for you. It's all about money management and how you're managing your money, and how you have to know the cost of these things. Like if you're a business owner, you should know the cost of each and everything that you have to pay for, that you need in your business. It's the cost of doing business. There's a cost of doing life. So you have to understand these things. So the cons of renting is rent increases, no equity building, limited customization. Now you do have, management companies and apartment complexes and different, landlords that'll let you customize and paint and do different things, but it's not always. And you can't do too much alteration where you have to spend money to put it back. So you also have to understand that. So, for example, if you love moving around for work or are unsure about your long-term plans, renting might be the best move for you. So, renting can have a pro when it comes to people who are not going to be stable for a long period of time and they don't want the maintenance of doing that. So, what is buying? Buying, a home, owning a home is are you taking ownership, because if you don't pay your taxes, they'll take it back. If you don't pay your mortgage, they'll take it back. But it's you claiming ownership of your dwelling, and you can do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do with it, with your air rights, your mineral rights, which are underneath your house, your property as a whole. You can do whatever it is that you want. Now, if you live in a community that has an HOA, that's something different. Then you might have different parameters at that point. So you just have to know. But what's the pros of buying? Investment in equity. What is equity? Equity is the basically what your house is worth outside of how much you owe. So, for instance, if you owe $200,000 on your home, but your home is worth $350,000, you have $150,000 worth of equity in your home that you can use to take and invest in another property or invest in your current home if you need to, or take it and invest in some other investments that's going to make you more money. So, you know, your home is basically used like like credit in a sense. Of course, you'll have to, you have to talk to a lender about it, but it's different parameters and make sure you read your paperwork on that. But it's still you're able to invest in your equity. You have stability and potential tax benefits. There's tax benefits, especially on interest, especially if you work from home. If you do use different, if you rent your home out from time to time, if you're a business owner and you use your home as a retreat, or you rent it out, to people, or you use it as a business, a meeting place. However, there's different tax benefits for it. So the cons are upfront costs, but the thing about upfront costs, you can beat that by either being economically stable enough and you're saving the money to have that upfront cost, or there is a plethora of grants and first-time home buyer, um, programs, and you don't have to be a quote unquote a first-time home buyer. You just haven't bought a home in 2 to 3 years, depending on the program. So it's money out there. So the upfront cost won't be as much if you're using those programs. Now, another con is maintenance responsibilities, but you can combat the maintenance by knowing how much those major repairs cost and having your insurance. So roof, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, foundation are the 5 major things that you would need to repair in a home. So when you're talking about that, know how long it takes to replace your roof and how much it costs to replace your roof. Even though you have homeowners insurance, sometimes they come up with ways for them not to pay. That's why you need to read your fine print and understand your coverage. If you live in an area that has hurricanes or flooding or high winds or whatever, you might have to have different riders on your insurance to cover those different things that will cover that. So you just have to know. But know how much your roof costs. A roof typically is like 15, 20 years. So, I mean, you're not replacing a roof every single year. So it's not like you have to spend this maintenance every year. Break it down. If it takes 20 years, $10,000, you divide that by the 20 years, you have how much it will cost for a year, divide that by 12 months, you'll know how much you need to save every month for your roof if you have to get it replaced. Same with your electrical. Depending on there, you're talking about 1,000 to 10,000. HVAC, you depending on your systems, how many you have, you're talking about 5,000 to 20,000. If you're talking about foundation get expensive. It can go up to 100,000 to sometimes, but most likely if you're taking care of your home and you're maintaining it, it won't get to that. Get rid of these trees that's in front of your house that are roots underneath your house, and different things that you can do. So another thing is commitment. A lot of people are afraid of the commitment of a home because they like 30 years, a mortgage for 30 years. But it's ways for you to combat that as well. You don't have to pay a mortgage for 30 years. If you learn your amortization schedule and you are managing your money properly, you don't have to pay a mortgage for 30 years. So you don't have to be committed for 30 years to a mortgage. And if you want to, you're not committed if you move and you sell the house and it builds equity and you sell it and it's worth more than what you owe. You got money, you leave it with money and you can go move on and do whatever you want to do. So it's ways to get around that fear commitment. Okay. So it's, learning your amortization schedule. I'll give you an example of that. Knowing how much your interest costs versus your principal and paying an extra principal payment for a few years, or maybe just 1 year, maybe 2 years, it will take away years of your mortgage and you will be able to pay off your mortgage in 7 to 15 years. If you dedicate that time. So an example of buying would be, a good example of buying if you got a steady income, you have some savings, you have a vision for your future, and buying could be your best wealth building tool because you can use your home to make money from it and to invest to make more money from it. So what are some key questions to ask yourself if you're ready to purchase versus rent? Do you have steady income? Steady income are you or you're not flipping flopping going to different jobs, different industries? Now, they don't mind if you are in the same industry and you changing jobs to increase your pay. That's something different. But if you are a waitress, 1 year, a CNA another year, a bartender another year, like that looks real unstable. So make sure that you're talking about stable income is exactly what that means. If you're switching jobs because you're increasing, or you switching a job because you got more education and you're moving up and you're elevating, that's something different. Do you have savings for a down payment and closing costs? You have to. So a lot of these programs you do, even NACA, you have to have a nest egg. You have to have money saved. And they want to see that you know how to save money because this is a huge asset, um, a huge commitment, and they want to be able to understand that you know how to save. So you will have to have money showing that you have money, you're able to save it. But you can use those first time home buyer programs, and you can use and then once you get the house, hopefully you will manage it well, do whatever it is that you want with that money. They just want to see that you know how to save it. And then, am I ready to stay in one place for at least 3 to 5 years? If that's something that you can do, then buying a home is right for you. Like I said, if you move around a lot for your job and whatever it is, or you just a nomad and you like to just hop from place to place, then renting is your thing. So tips for renters considering buying. Let's talk about that. So start saving for a down payment now. Every little bit counts. That starts with looking at your budget and seeing what you are spending your money on, where you can, cut back, or maybe you have a surplus and you can start saving more using higher yield accounts to do so. Work on improving your credit score to qualify for better loan terms. Now, a lot of these first time homebuyer programs, you only need, a 620. But the higher your credit score, the better your interest rate. So you want to get a high credit score. Now, if you're using a program like NACA, they don't, qualify you based on your credit score. They qualify you based on your history and your financial awareness. And they look at that by combing through all your finances. But that's okay. So they don't look at your credit score. They look at how you handle your money through your finances. So you have to show them how you're doing that. So, like I said, 620, 650, optimum credit score for the optimum credit score for a best interest rate would be 740, 760 or above. When you get to that 740 range, 760 range, it doesn't matter if you have a 760 740 or 850, you're still going to get the same interest rate. So make sure you're doing that. And then research first-time home buyer programs in your area. Also know your area. Know the up-and-coming areas. Know where you can build the equity faster. Where a lot of big cities are doing a lot of gentrification. Here in Detroit, Chicago, different places around the country have gentrification projects going on, and you can tap into these same neighborhoods. These investors are going in and buying these houses for cheap, fixing them up. You can get a FHA, a 203K loan to help you fix up your house if you have um, that that timeline where you can wait for renovations. And then you can have instant equity as soon as you move in. So there's ways around knowing what you're getting. A house can be an asset if you buy it right. You buy a house like an investor, not like a retail person. You buy it like an investor. I know a lot of people say 70% of ARV. What's ARV? After market value. After market value, right? So you want to, some people say they want to buy it at 50%. 35%, however that is. Know your number, know your numbers. Don't let anybody else tell your numbers. Know what you can afford. So, even though you get, uh, if you get, um, approved for more, you don't have to use all of it. Use what you can afford. And that's just how that works. So, use it wisely. Definitely use it wisely. So make sure you know you. So tips for buyers. Let's talk about it. So first and foremost, you get pre-approved. Now, when you're talking about getting pre-approved, you got to go to a bank or a lender. Make sure that you're interviewing these people. Make sure you're asking the right questions, like, where is their process? What are they looking for as far as the loan? What type of loan products do they have? How many loans have they processed and approved in the last 6 months to a year or however you want to shape it? Because this person is going to be with you throughout the process. So you want to make sure they have a good rapport with you. You trust them to take you through this process because it is a long process. Um, Consider additional costs like taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Understand those numbers, but that's understanding your budget. Look for homes that fit your lifestyle and plans, not just your budget. You have to find that because the whole point is to be happy with what you're getting. But if you're starting somewhere, look at your needs. If you're looking for a starter home that'll help you build up to get that bigger home, you can keep that home as an investment property, use that investment property to pay for that next mortgage. So, but make sure this fits your plans and your lifestyle. So I say all that to say this. Renting versus buying, it just all depends on where you are in your life. I can help you find a lease and I can help you buy, sell, and invest. So it's all up to you. I believe, buying is best, but certain situations, buying is not best. If you are a person who moves around a lot, moves around for your job, travel a lot, you want to live in different places and spaces, maybe that's not for you. But if you know you can make a commitment for 3 to 5 years in one place, buying is great for you. You just have to know your options and understand. Hi, Allegra. Thank you for tapping in. So you just have to understand your options, understand your lifestyle, what your goals are, what your plans are, and go from there. And like I said, I can assist you with if you want to rent, leasing, if you want to buy, sell, and invest. I can assist you with that. And let's have a conversation on what's best for you and what's best for your lifestyle, because I'm not here to sway you either way. I'm just here to give you the knowledge so that you can make a better informed decision. I'm an educator. That's just what I do. So understand that anything that you do, you have to make sure that it fits the lifestyle in which you are living. Everything is not for everybody. Don't follow the trend. Follow what's right and best for you. So I say this in encouragement. No matter where you are in your journey, renting or buying, it's all about what's right for you. So let's talk and map it out and figure out what is best for you and get you on that path to change your mindset to get yourself geared up. Because, like I said, that post that I posted the other day about, we don't judge, buyer's edition, why haven't you, purchased a home? It was a lot of fear in my comments, which I was I don't know why I was surprised, but it was very surprising how fearful people was. I had a comment, she had 3 or 4 paragraphs of all the fears that she had about buying. And I would really wish that, she would reach out to me. I did reach out to her, but people are ready when they're ready. So, uh, whatever it is that you are looking to do, even if you're not in the Detroit area, I can still help you uh, formulate a plan and do what you need to do to be great in whatever it is that you need from real estate in whatever capacity that is. Like I said, renting, buying, selling, investing. I know real estate agents all across this country. I need you too, Allegra. But that's that's the thing. Like, it's not. I'm not just assisting people in Detroit. I can help you all across this nation. I know people east, west, north, and south. So tap in with me, and I would love to assist. And if you missed this video, go back and watch the replay because I feel like I dropped some gems. This is how I feel about it. So I bid you adieu. Everybody have an amazing night. It's Friday Eve. It's walking into the weekend. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, my link is in my story. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are on my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? And reach out to me if you're in the Detroit and surrounding areas, and let's have a conversation about it. Or even if you're not. So have an amazing night, and I will see you all live next week for real estate Tuesday and Thursday, and also Mondays and Mondays. I talk Monday Mondays. So let's talk about it. Have an amazing night.